Hey guys, Josh Carter here with One Objective. In today's video, we're going to be going over things to do to help get rid of the wintertime blues, to get over that wintertime cure. And we're going to be going over spinner baits, getting things ready, making sure your hooks are sharp, your skirts are in great shape, your blades are in great shape. But not only spinner baits, but also buzz baits. There's some things that you can kind of go over just to make sure everything is good to go for the new year, so you're not messing with it when you're out on your next trip. So to figure out all that we do to get our spinner baits and buzz baits right, stay tuned. Alright guys, there is a lot that you can do to really help the performance of your spinnerbait, but also to save yourself some time on the water. We all know when we get out there, you got to pull your favorite spinnerbait out, especially if you didn't get no time to practice, so you don't even know, you just get to the lake and you're going to go fishing. So there's some things you can go over now while it's cold here. I know right now in Virginia it's been rainy, it's been cold, and there's a lot that you can do to your tackle to get it ready for the year, besides your crankbaits. You change your hooks and make sure your split rings are good and your bills are good. But I think a lot of people forget the spinner baits, if you still fish spinner bait. I know a lot of people don't fish them, so I love throwing a spinner bait, especially early spring and into the fall. So I like to go through and make sure everything is good and clean. That, my hooks are clean. They ain't got a lot of rust on them, because I have broke off back in the days when I used to be, it's got a little rust on it, ain't no big deal, make sure she's sharp. You can lose a big fish on a spinnerbait if you got an old rusted hook. So I like to kind of wing those out, clean them up. Also your skirts, like I say, you don't want to get on a lake, pull your spinnerbait out the box, and you make it cast, and then you come back and you ain't got no skirt, or bust open on your boat and you got all them strands all over your boat. So it's good just to check everything over now, make sure she's all good. That way when you go out, your spinnerbaits are good, you ain't gonna have no problems, and like I say, more time, more cast, more fish. Alright, you might look at this and think, my gosh, what a mess that you have there. What I did was I go through my spinnerbait box and I take out all my chartreuse ones and I put them all together. Whether it be white and chartreuse or just chartreuse, it don't matter if it's Colorado, willow leaf, Oklahoma, they all go in that one pile. Then I get my white ones, throw them all in one pile. It just makes things simple when you're starting to go over. So okay, I gotta get rid of this pile and work on this pile too. So also I'll take some of my black ones. Actually, I need to get more. And that's a good thing about doing it this way, is because it kind of lets you know, hey man, I really don't have that many, black spinnerbaits for nighttime. So doing it that way really kind of lets you lay out everything you got. And that way you can say, okay, I need to go stock up on some more stuff. And then I'll go and take the spinner baits that have no skirts or that have fallen apart. I lay them over in a pile. Then I'll go through, and I got this one right here. It's a Booyah. But look, it's missing a blade here. I mean, now it's a 3-blade. So really it's a senseless spinner bait. But you can still get parts, get you another blade, put it on there. But I know putting that to the side, that hey, I need to work on it, so I put that right there. I say these don't have skirts. I can order me some more skirts and get them. And I'll just go through fishingskirts.com. They're close here in Virginia, but even if you're not in Virginia, they can get the skirt material too quick. You can either order the skirt material you want, make your own, or they got a lot of skirts that are pre-made and you can go on there and get them too. And it's really simple, especially with spinnerbait skirts. Just go in and order you some pre-made, white or white with blue, or whatever your flavor. But anyways, so that's where I like to start at. Anyways, I get them all in a pile. I got my buzz baits over here. They're in a pile. I know I need to get more buzz baits because I'm running low there. So, but then I like to just go get me a rag. Got me a rag here. And then I'll go and start cleaning the blades. Now actually first, I'm kind of skipping a step here. What I would do is take your file and go through and sharpen a lot of your hooks. Check your hooks, put on your fingernail, whatever, however you test it. Hey, put in the comments down below. Let me know how you test your hooks to see if they're sharp. I put mine, scraped across the fingernail. She digs in. I know she's really sharp. Put in your comments, let us know how do you tell if your hooks are sharp? We like to know, so we can share with everybody else. But anyways, I'll sharpen my hooks and go through, get all of them, make sure all of them are good, and then I'll go through and start cleaning up my blades. I mean, you can see like this one here, she's dirty, she's really nasty. This is one actually that I kind of cleaned up a little bit today. What I do is I take, if I can get it right, I take 409 and just spray them down, and I just like them to be really clean, really shiny. That's what a blade's supposed to be. It's supposed to be really shiny. So I like to go through and just clean them up real good. All right, I took some 409, just kind of cleaned it up real good. I don't use a whole lot, just put on a little washcloth rag right here. Just put on a little rag and just wipe them down. I mean, it got to be perfect, but I just like to get them good and clean. Whether it matters or not, I don't know. But as a fisherman, we all know it's a confidence thing. So you know, when you go throwing your spinnerbait, you're like, man, that dude is clean. I know she's going to get some good reflection. She's going to catch some fish. No, I don't know. I'm sure I'll get some funny messages on that. But another thing I like to do too. Now this is a handmade spinnerbait I got from a guy out of town. I like to look for this right here, chips. Not so much on this is bad. This is kind of the, you know, the Colorado blade here. That ain't too bad. But I got one I was looking at today right here. This is one I love to throw. Look at the blade. She's rusted. Hardly any chartreuse paint on that, and the guy that made them was taking big gold flake chunks and putting them in there. Well, I know it's probably going to be hard to duplicate, not unless I do it all myself, but I know I can go on Barlow's, Netcraft, there's a couple other sites you can go on and get new blades, just match them up. So that way I can put, you know, a good Colorado blade back on her painted. If I want to add some flake to it, you can go to Walmart, you can get in that little glitter stuff and put in it. But this was actually chartreuse with a little bit of orange at the top, kind of like this one right here. But this one right here, this color right here has been really deadly for me in the spring. So I'm going to go get that back shape. But then it, you know, it probably really don't matter, but I like to go through, I'll probably repaint this a little bit, get some chartreuse back on the bottom of it, a little bit of white, maybe a little bit of orange right there, because you can see where it was some orange. So just go back and just touch up your stuff. I know a lot of people like to, you know, go through their crankbaits, go and clean their reels up, go and check your, you know, and check your jigs, make sure all your hooks are sharp on that. But I think a lot of people skip over to spinnerbaits and just some of the simple things you can do just to kill the time. Man, you put on a good fishing show, like some Mark Zona or whatever, Bassmasters, FLW. If you ever put new ones on, I don't ever seem to see what any new ones come on. But anyways, go on, put your fish show on and sit there with a rag and some 409 and just clean them blades up. Alright guys, I hope this video helped you. Like I say, we're trying to give y'all some more tips just to kind of get you through the winter time, and you know, it's almost time to get out there and start throwing some spinnerbaits and all that. So I figured this would be a great video, just to kind of show you what I do on my off time when I really can't get out on the water. The water's frozen, it's pouring down rain. I'm just being a weenie, don't want to get out there and go fishing. So like I say, I'll put on a good old fishing show, get my rag, get my 409, start cleaning. Checking hooks, sharpening hooks, and checking your skirts here. Like this one here, it's probably about to break, so I'll end up ordering some skirts, some whites and chartreuses and all that, and just to cover all my bases. And like I say, and then also on your buzz baits, you know, check your skirts, check your hooks, also check your blades. I'm bad about taking a lure off, cutting it, throwing them in the bottom of the boat sometimes until the end of the day when I start picking things up. Well, if you're not careful, you'll step on these things in the bottom of the boat, depending on where you throw them. I always like to throw them where I step, for some reason. So, you know, your blades will crack, or they'll get messed up, or they get bent out a little bit. So, check your blades, check all that. Check out your wire tie and your line ties. You know, make sure none of that's cracked. Because I've actually hung a fish, and I guess where it kept getting bent out, getting bent out, it finally broke. And all I pulled back was my blade. So, you know, there's just little things that you can do to help prevent any problems out on the water. You know, it's like a lot of the pros say, it's try to think how I want to say it. Just try to prevent things that's in your control from happening. You can't control everything, so if you can go in and just take your time, look over your tackle, make sure it's all good. I mean, look, we go and spend a lot of money on line, rods, reels, so why not? We do that so we know we got good product, good stuff, and we're not going to lose no fish. We can make better casts, longer casts. But at the end of that line, you got to have a good bait, and you got to have a bait that's going to be durable and you ain't got to have no issues with. So, guys, before the season hits, go through, check all your spinner baits, check your blades, skirts, hooks, all that, guys. That way you ain't got no more problems on the water. If you like what you've seen, please hit the subscribe button. Also, share the video, like it, and check us out on Facebook and on Instagram. And we just got our new One Objective website up, so it's oneobjectivebf.com. Check that out. We're soon to have some shirts and some stickers up, guys, so check us out there. We got a lot of stuff that's coming up on there, and our show, you can check us out on iTunes, at Blog Talk Radio, and on Stitcher. Talk to you later, guys. Y'all have a great week.